abusia forma me mo bibia kwaba sabre cedi any dollar ne de obia unamba bia na obetia ne se ato is forcing abusia Sawuba kaya yewura Dr Muhammad Bawumia mbrebi oka se wa arrest dollar no anase wa arrest dollar ni di key na koma IGP anche bia na dollar no e break jail.
A stability return to the exchange rate. In fact, for the year, the city has appreciated in value. When we came in, it was run. We have arrested it. And the IGP has the keys. He's locked it up. We've arrested it.
Yes, enter businyafo. No kwasi me wom ni say NDC aban ye adwuma, especially the good board no omude ba abonten no. Eno na aboa sustain ama ene the cedi no na hoodin ekosoro ama dollar na hoodin ekofo. Sisi am no ka say dia cedi ni nam 13 cedis a enche kra no betiaba 12 cedis enti uwo dollar bi na wo tonwa. In fact, you're sharp. Now, this is the best time for you to sell it. Now, for when I Kelvin Tailor Babo and take say, hey, NPP for me, no di. You catch them with some momoya bamfun. And next cedi atiaba, $1 na atiaba, a dear mobeka. Kelvin Tailor. One more back to back. Yanko na yanko tinsema Kelvin Tailor to edra. Na yakoba midnaka ina ebetwas. Meso so subscribe to the channel no. Na wa like it modi na wa share na fufuro. Enyem ya hanum maybe number 1 authentic platform Mega TV. Yenti nseni bi yakoba ebetwas.
A little bit. Mo kanwo. Ana mu wi amusi yembumo. Mama corruption edidi mu mudodo. Madani political judges. Some of you. Now let's take off today's business. Mama Remfi, the cost in dollar no gigim. Ghana cedi currently the best currency in the world after appreciating by 16% against the US dollar since the start of April. John Mahama enyo bebre. Yeka political Jesus ajenkwano John Mahama. And there's a UTA MPP for they cannot actually say John Mahama 120 days in some kind of cry and throw. It shows the grip John Mahama has on governance. It shows the experience John Mahama and the NDC they have on governance. And Nitina, what you are seeing around the world, and you see the whole reality. And you see a reality ankasa say, and the reality oba a reality sika and one ding a cedi under John Dramani Mahama. A cedi. Na matise MP before kan ai moment fama Bawumia because Bawumia na di go and I'm say inti fama Bawumia yan fa DDP ni so ma Bawumia na yan fa inflation e kodu 54 ni ma Bawumia na yan fa corruption na e piki yema yan ke titin yan fa ma Bawumia na yan fa GDP na e kana mo bottle over 1.2 trillion no yan fa no so Bawumia. Yanfa galamse na at the point na Ghana yanyansuo mponnom enya bebinja yanfa ne so ma Bawumia because musi yanfa we mamo na Bawumia na $1 na bedru ha ama sidi ne nya hoden intimi busao DDP no COVID-19 no nkofo mu we through DDP no and all the things that happened under Ekufu and Bawumia yanfa so Bawumia na mo MP before mo yankwasiafo mu bi koto de ne bodwe Yanfa ma Bawumia na yeye inti yanfa DDP ni ma Bawumia. Yanfa 38% ni ma Bawumia. Yanfa unemployment rate ni ma Bawumia. Yanfa inflation rate 54% ni ma Bawumia na. Yanfa Ghana eka ya boy ni nyina so fa ma Bawumia because sebio sa oje left or so oje right kan and I know de me yanfa ma Bawumia. Yanfa we mo ma Bawumia ayana mo bodam. This is the record of forcing John Mahama and the NDC administration that is cutting costs, that is being very prudent, that is making sure our fiscal space is maintained well, that is making sure we are not wasting money, that is making sure people like Addison do not have access to monies. That makes sure these are people who are thinking. Osi yanfa ma Bawumia yate say yanfa we ma Bawumia dia yanfa DDP ni ma Bawumia yanfa PDS ni ma Bawumia. Yanfa de galano ma Bawumia. Yanfa 38% ni so Bawumia nko. Yanfa inflation na ekodu 57 ni ma Bawumia. Yanfa Ghana besiana na amene yanfa ma Bawumia. Yanfa ni nyina ma Bawumia na yanfa fa we nka ho. Mo ye moa. Ato na record no. Ato na hu ni sa no. Don't underestimate Ato. Ato has proven say enya kasa enya sebi ochim na ujimi who parliament enya the embrofu jenjan Ato actually say it is all about the game is on the ground. Adwuma no form. Ato so far the way you crampo de ye catch Ato say wanye bibi kran kan ho bi eye. Ye catch Ato any NDC John Mahama mo say baby omo de edu no dollar na edu 13 no say omo anye bibi kran kan ho eye because omo slow down one hwe tete ya na dollar no akwa koduru 1 eba sa so yeso boga esi aso ba eshi enti eye achaw pa ye de bema eye. Thank you very much. That's the judge, right? Thank you. I will show her picture again. Ya besi ama NDC for ye pa omo chow. You see Ghana for pa chow. Boga se pa chow. Speed na mo de ye kono. Ya me ani anya din a yendu 2020 yendu eye yendu the end of this year no na dollar no edru 1 inti we de eye echawpa ena me pa NPP for ye nyina ye Ghana for moma yendodo ho na yamwa na yenkanche NDC for say ye na ye se pe ye na ye complain ye na ye say oh we de dollar no ekodru 17 na speed na mbode ye kono yesremo sanka metuma dollar na gina kakra be 7 months bi a 13 ye ai yeso bogus ye hia bibi ye hia kakra be fie 13 ye ye betume deal with 13 for now na sanka e bi edu December na nka mo de akwa bi a 12 na nke ko next year mo de aba bi a 11 because de mo de ye ko de intermediate. I am pleading on behalf of Ghanaians Ghana for bebre kasa se yesremo NDC for speed ne doso si bi a dollar ne ko form no eye sebio sidi na ho de ne ko so no haboges.
Mr. Mama, Mr. Hama, my sister will say, answer na who can all the Doris in the 8. Mr. Mahama, you need to abandon yes, bet you out from 4 years can never go my Doris in the Jado, the Jai Doris, you know. That's almost so that as soon as you qua, what about 8? What about 2 Pedri? Yes, no, yes, no. Yes, no, you know, full soldiers, Yanni or two about yes, no, Jai Doris and what Jai Doris, no, Mahama. I said, your bogus in case, can you? Mr. Mahama. Yes, you're the Doris,
Zamama, and yes, Elizabeth, you're the Elizabeth, the dear Juma. Mimi said, dear, I have from Poma, and I'm the Juma. Ain't yes, so. Baby, I would the Doris I could do no. Yes, sir, Mr. Mahama. Odi chaso. Na nka ebia you see you 13, right? And the ocheke a year app me dey send this kako Ghana. Let me see the real because you see an apps no come confused because ebj dey just say my mention you see how punch $1 woman. Where a wave. Wave me 320. Wave me 320. Mama fanchiro. Hey, you see a wave me 320. $1 13.20. 13 Ghana 20 pesos. John Mahama ba power ya na 17. And anything I catch John Mahama ni this for ato nyabutre. Na wan hwe ya na 2 months time. Ato ya hwe ya na 2 months time. What the dollar ekodru 8 na ya ne bogus ya kan asam saying. In slow down ato maintain your level. What the mama ninja 13 higher 1320 1321. Na yan konkodru be ya August September number 13 na nkasa meda 13. It's your trani ura 2026 now we about 12 because when another sibia mudi ekoro de yanhwe ya and the 38 90 there's a wood echo 90 years na NPP baba into ato where the wow ba I me won share am pem asam sa matise on pem asam sa which is fine. I know say some time back time I know my primaries for executives I went after in fact I went after you. I told you not to go to your constituency and interfere. And I said from that day, you have never liked me, which is fine. At least you are doing your job. So if you are doing your job, that's fine. You don't like me, it's fine. And I know, I respect that. And you'll be able to pay myself. But your job there, you are doing your job nicely. As much as you hate me, I beg, slow down for Ghanaians. 13, 20 year. Let it stay there. Let us protect this one. At least because, and there, my phone called Joma, Omunina Ba, Omubedia dance here.
Mama, when you're my jumpa, I want when you turn 1,000 and then you put your maton 686. Wow, by the way, 40 city. We provide anyone who mean to me pay for 40 city. Hey, Mama, you are swagger. We are bɛ tete wo yɛ adwuma na ma mi o mi da ase nyame hyira hwɛ anwa we mi tɔ ne 1,000 mi ba na mi su sei mi mu nyinaa yɛ mi ya hwɛ amonu nso ɔma ti su o bɛhyɛ ade ma sise egu he ɔma ti su 3 sikadada no mu no 3.8 ɛna ɔma ti so ama mi o mama wo yɛ swagger ha ɛ ma mi rɔdi na wunim jom wa yɛ ade papa ah ɛ ba ti o ti say
feel say ne friend aban papa aban a adwene Ghana fo ho aban a sebio ɔma already so ɔmɛboa Ghana fo say yanti ne to aba de aka ikare de aban ne bɛyɛ ho adwuma ɛde sɛ galamsey a ɛbɛko ye nyina nka etirimbom ne yanko galamsey no ɛyɛ krono nketenkete we na aban pɛ sɛ nipa no ɔmoni bɛgye John Mahama likudenti of politics nyina ne sɛ maami sei ɛne mbrante ɔmo Ghana ebi bɛka sɛ yenya president a aban a ɔmonim nyansa a ɔmo yɛ bibi aban de eba ɛwɔ sɛ hu sɛ aban no ɛyɛ bibi na ɛnde Ghana ofa tokrobia mu a obi hu sɛ aban no yɛ bibi and that is what we want to see. A government that is willing to work and a government that is showing work. And we can see. Ufa bebia obi anim de aban ye. NPP for nkwan de hu de aban ye, but it's fine. It's okay. Obi wajimi you cannot do anything about it. Inti John Mahama and NDC for and Bloomberg are reporting around the world say the Ghana cedi has been named the world's best performing currency this month after appreciating nearly 16% against the US dollar since the start of April 2025. And the Akwesi Broni akodema kotenase. Broni nim economics change before a fact. Yomu nim economics in change yanko IMF nkobo besia. Akwesi Broni de economics by on the chile send tutu esikasem. Omu nyina akwhye dem, omo mutimu eye adwuma, omo adwunu mu do, ehwe sikasem ntutu ye, ewo wiase. Omo se ende de, omo tuo monum tuo. Tei, omo se NDC John Mahama aban no ende ewiase onyankopon hwe so. Ewiase onyame boye obofri Genesis chapter 1 ebesi eye Revelations no. Ende se onyankopon ba no ka se ende atemuda ni nie ye nyina yenko a cedi no the strongest currency in the world. Hey! When kwa 18 years ma NDC. When kwa inti ye de aka no beka ho a na is 42 above no etem mampon hena bomu nana manu sisumina so sorry. Nana we de manu ne sisumina so. Ayenu se mampon hena ka baby inti sebio enye se me ka bibi etia nana mano ene fom ye. Nana we de dio duani amane hunu baby awo bia nyame fa wonsie. Inti ewiase mpanifo nyina ehia. Ena mo se wei any currency inti ochina ye nyina yewu. Ewiase ochina ye bo eye totobento no papa Tim they say ochina ye bo sa papa na say wiase endia John Mahama answer ni ebewu no or na ma Ghana currency ni number 1 in the world. So when you aja bo unsem where the niswani where afena start de mu be hu de mu hu bi da ye the development be bromo ye the impunto be bromo ye the edian ewiase e Ghana nhihye ye be bromo ye the sikapa be bromo ye the ahunya ye the eye impunto be bromo ye the develop ne sen infrastructure kra ye nko ho yanko road construction yanko dams a yebe yiyi ye nyanko se ne be mbeburu na ya fa omom be ye coding no ye nyan graduate ye di mpunto be bromo pam omodwa when na Ghana for pe anything na de be eti ha ye be dwam ama Ghana for ehunu kure no. Team, stay with me. I have only one eye tonight. Team, I have only 2 eyes tonight, so stay with me. All right. Thank you. Now, there's another story we need to talk about. Makacha, the president, and advised whoever is in charge at the Jubilee House, president to the last chief of staff, Samba Miensa, they need to be sacked. And I'm never going to stop. This woman at Ayer Drugs Authority, Food and Drugs Authority, your friend Mimi Dakun, she is incompetent. She is an Kufuor appointee. She needs to be sacked. I don't care who is in the Jubilee House protecting this lady. She needs to be sacked. The grassroots don't want it. NDC4 are not happy. Ghana 4 in general are not happy. This woman needs to go. Nobody can give us any excuse. Nobody. I'm not going to listen to any excuse from anybody in Ghana. The grassroots, the NDC people who did the job. If you, the president, and the people at Jubilee House, you don't want issues in the future, you don't want the grassroots to turn against you, you need to sack the FDA boss this week. Or China, she needs to get her letter. Or else we will redirect the grassroots to you. We will let the NDC base and the young people in Ghana who sacrificed to vote for you, John Mahama, and the NDC to turn against you people, because the second person who needs to be sacked, a woman where funny, Yvonne Nana, a free year opare, or a Ekufuado personal secretary. Nana Danko Ekufuado appointed this lady to head a airport company limited. This woman needs to be sacked. You, the NDC, John Mahama, you know, people have been complaining about keeping this woman at the Ghana Airport Company. Whoever is in the NDC protecting this woman, you are not powerful than the NDC. They have to be sacked. You need to sack these women. They are not supposed to keep their portfolio. These are women who believed in Tróuble Bawumia's vision. They never believed in your vision. So to keep these women in their position is a total disrespect to the people in your party and also Ghana as a general, as a whole. So I am telling the president, with all due respect, Mr. President, these women have to be sacked. The third woman is Saratu Atta. Saratu Atta was a personal secretary to the president, Nana Akufo-Addo. This woman has been on campaign trails with the NPP. She had covered up corruption. Yeah? This woman, she is in charge of commercially important persons, that part of the airport, on raising one revenue from a government of Ghana. That part of the airport where important people pass through, on raising a single dime. In fact, go and check her books. Nobody can show us a document. Samami we share a CIP, Ghana Airport Company, a Kotoka International Airport. If she has been able to make one revenue document available, say, yeah, this is our CIP initial in Sano. This is how much money she has made. She's making all the money and giving it to an MPP person. This woman has to go. I am not going to listen to anybody. I speak for the people who helped to bring the NDC to power, and the people are enjoying the good governance. I am not going to sit back and say, yes, because the NDC came to power. Because I shouldn't say it. The NDC, you came to power for us to guide you and protect you. If something is not right and the people down there are not happy about it, sack them. This is not about friendship. This is not about who knows who. This is not about, this person, we used to know this person. It is the perception. Politics are about perception. If you don't get rid of these people, the people down there who work for you to get up there, the perception will be there that you people don't care about their problems. Their main issue is that these people don't believe in your vision and they need to be sacked. They are equally important, intelligent, honest women who can fill these positions respectfully. So, Mr. President, whoever is in charge of these things, we are giving you people a week. They need to be sacked. There's no negotiation in this. Nobody is going to negotiate with anybody. These are people who are supposed to be sacked. Oko CIP or airporter. Obia Rawa $450 per person. Mumusa Mami will say she should provide one document that she say this is how much revenue she has made. Every single money. Eko Saratu Atta. Eko Nwano Nakoma Gabi. She cannot publish a CIP, how much money they have made for the government of Ghana. She cannot bring one document. Monchan is unproduced one document to show, say, she's made a positive. She's made some revenue for the government of the day. Nana Akufo-Addo now appointed, not your personal secretary to Akufo-Addo. I can show you pictures of her and Akufo-Addo sharing very beautiful moments in Akufo-Addo's office. These are not people who are supposed to be the face of the NDC government. We are not stupid anymore. We are not going to allow you politicians to have your time. To have your time. No. This lady, Saratu Atta, ordinary name Kusibuati, first class access. San kwasi anyoma na mo de fa airport ho time na MPP wo power Kusibuati gold ne diamond no. Sa lady we na na ede ma no. This lady is not supposed to be at the airport. Anybody in the NDC government who will be protecting this lady, then on the mami way a deal. Into this lady Saratu Atta needs to be sacked. I don't care who she is, who her friend is in the NDC. And whoever is in the NDC vouching for these ladies and try to threatening people not to touch these ladies, you have to come and threaten me. What NDC? Now I know you the person doing this nonsense. You have to come and threaten me. Because until these women leave their offices, I'm never going to stop showing their faces here. This lady, she is in charge of NCCE. President, Mr. President, why is this fool still at NCCE? I didn't get away with NCCE. At a point, we read every single nonsense this lady wrote about you and your party. Why? Would you say a sorry, Anna? Would you say party in the grassroots no more? And I'm directing this to the president himself. Do you think the grassroots, they are stupid? You think the women and men and young people who got on the street to give you 1.8 million gabono, they are foolish? They are not. It's been 4 months. You cannot keep this NCCE lady there. This lady needs to be sacked. Why is she there? Why is she there? I saw some pictures of her traveling with your government officials out of the country. Are we crazy? These are people who don't believe in your vision. We have read this woman's tweet and they'll come on Facebook. They have deleted everything. Saga will on the Facebook page. We deleted Bibia. Go on her Twitter page. She has deleted everything. Same applies to the 3 ladies I showed you. Why are we sitting here entertaining this nonsense? So whoever is in the NDC, this Kalin Adi, she needs to be sacked. She needs to be sacked by next week. And yes, sir, Mr. President, you will not like me. I'm telling you. And Mr. President, me, Kelvin Tailor, I will use the truth to protect your government, defend your government, and make sure the right thing is done. That is what I can do. I will never, because I like your intelligence, I like your commitment, your humility. What should I say? You can save this nation. I will never compromise. Say, because of that, I will say, me made the wrong thing to be done. I'm not going to agree. I am not a lapdog. Until this message goes to the Flagstaff House, it goes to the president respectfully. These people are supposed to be sacked, or else we are going to make the people down there understand they are not supposed to kill themselves for the NDC again. They are not supposed to go out there and try to defend the NDC again, because this woman is not better than any woman who was on the street or in the NDC who worked to get you into power. So sack this one next week. I am not commanding you. I am respectfully telling you that that is what the base does not like. That is what Ghanaians are seeing, and they are beginning to think that NPP and NDC are pet. And it's not because NPP and NDC are pet because of this nonsense. Because of same way be now say NDC ba power no krano enkwasiafo ani eto abeti omusi emepamo no, they are still in office. So what is the difference? I don't want to hear such nonsense from these MPP piglets. And I am not going to sit here. Let me tell you people, Mama Kebi Bincham NDC for no, from the president to the last person in the NDC. I'm not scared of anybody. Me, I am not scared of anybody in the NDC. I respect people. And the sacrifice people did to bring this party to power, that same sacrifice, Amanfo are willing to do it. So if some of you think, say, when your power kakranti, you can overlook some things. These are the things that are important to people like us, because we worked so hard for you people to come and clean the system. We didn't work for you people to come and continue the same nonsense the MPP were doing. Sa lady wait NCC nkwasiade be na wanye. Nkwasiade be na sa lady we wanye. Net Ghana say because NDC about power until we should shut up. Me, I don't shut up until the right thing is done. So this is a respectful one, and this is nicely going to the president with all the respect in the world. I want to see these 4 ladies sacked. NDC 4, and there are other people in the system who are equally qualified to occupy this position. They need to be sacked. I am not hearing anything again. I don't want excuses. I don't want any explanation. The president needs to release a statement to sack this woman. That's it. All right. You these people in the Jubilee House. And I don't want to mention names, but you know yourselves. If you people dare me by Monday, I'll come and list the number of people in the Jubilee House entertaining this nonsense. If you people by Tuesday, you don't sack this woman, I'll come and sit here and list the people in the Jubilee House, from the president to the last person in the Jubilee House, who is in charge and condoning this nonsense. Me, I don't care who. It's media. I'm giving you people the benefit of the doubt to protect your own integrity and your names in that Flagstaff House. By Monday or Tuesday, we need to see letters. Nobody should try and give excuses. No. Samba 4 way, they need to be sacked. And I've directed this to the Chief of Staff's office, Julius Debra, the last time I mentioned your name. The reason I'm mentioning your name is because I know that your office, the things you people are doing there, I don't agree with it. I've mentioned one. When I come on Monday, I'll bring another one. I'm sending this to the Chief of Staff's office. You are the best friend of the president. Maybe the president haven't heard what I'm saying. Take it to him. If you don't take it to him, then it means that your job as the Chief of Staff, and how many Chief of Staff do you have? We have an advisor to the president, Valerie Sawyer. You are also part. I'm sending this message to you. Take it to the president. Callistus Mahama, you are the secretary to the president. I'm sending this message to you. Take it to the president. Standogbe, I am sending this message to you. You people, the president is too busy, and if you people think you don't want to send a message to the president, I will find a way to send it to the president. But I'm sending you 4 people. If anybody thinks they are big and they cannot be spoken to respectfully and they cannot do what the people want, you people should walk out of the Flagstaff house. Nobody get time for anybody. It's a resetting system. It is not about friendship. It is not about pleasing NPP and pleasing NDC. It is not about making everybody think you are father for all. It is not about you being somebody everybody likes. It's about delivering and making sure the people who brought you to power, you have given them what they want. And what they want is that these 4 ladies are supposed to be sacked. For now, I'll make it sound like the president hasn't heard it. That is why I've mentioned names. Julius Debra, I've mentioned your name. Valerie Sawyer, I've mentioned your name. Callistus Mahama, I've mentioned your name. And I've mentioned Standogbe, you 4. I don't want to hear any of you are involved in this nonsense. The 4 of you, I've mentioned your name. Your names. I have my own checks. I do my own job. I don't want to come out and let the people know what is happening at the Flagstaff house. For now, I know the president hasn't heard it. You people should take the message to the president that this is what the grassroots wants. And in 24 hours to 48, 72 hours, by Monday or Tuesday, changes needs to be done, or else I'll never stop talking about this. Me, I am straightforward. I don't care about how anybody feels. What I care about is the people who gave you people power, how they feel. And Joyce Bawa Muktari, you are also part of it. You are part of the list that I mentioned. You are also part. Send a message to the president. All right. Now, yeah, you see, and nobody should think, say, this young man, nobody should even start to point a finger. No point on some cat. Anybody who tries to point their finger at me, I'll bite your finger. Me, I'm not a kid. When I started defending the NDC and using the facts to protect the NDC, to bring the NDC to power, nobody tried anything. So right now, no, if the NDC is in power, it is us that will tell the NDC the right things, and they have to listen to the truth. That's all. Me NPP journalist who Mentesa Paul Ademocho, I come and sit here and lick the bat of Ekufuado. No, I will let you people know what is right and what to do for the people to still keep loving you and keep you in power. It might be bitter, but it has to be done. And if it has to be done, it has to be done well. And if it's going to be done well, it has to be done on this platform. It is not about you being nice to me, or me knowing you, or you being a very nice person. It's about the right thing being done. Mr. S, Mr. P, this, how can you have these ladies? This lady, this lady as CIP, Onye. She was a personal secretary to Kufuado. Lady Amisemon Pamuni or CIP. This is the lady. This is her. How can you be keeping this lady in your government? This lady, that's her, Onye. Saratu, this is Saratu Onye. How can you still be keeping this lady at CIP at the airport? Why should you be doing that? And I'm MP before. Why should you still be keeping this lady in office? She was a personal secretary to Kufuado. I didn't question no. Huh? I didn't question no. This lady, she's still a CIP. I didn't question no because of Ghana no. Into more NDC for muni emma omu a capability to handle CIP. Which one is that? Look at this lady, the woman at CIP. That woman I am sending this message to you people at the Flagstaff house. By Monday, she needs to be sacked. The airport boss, she needs to be sacked. There's NCC woman, she has to go. And the Ghana Food and Drugs Authority, that woman has to go. This is the lady. This woman is a Kufuado family member. Look at her. That's her in the picture. Look at her. That's her. You see her? How can you be keeping this lady at the Kotoka International Airport? That's her in the picture. Do you see her? I don't question some more NDC for Moya Nisano. I feel I'm going to Flagstaff also. Moya Nam for some. Why should this is an insult to all the women in the NDC? Why they can't fill this position? They can also do this job. What is about this lady that nobody wants this woman to go? What is about this CIP lady that you people don't want her to go? What is about what is it about her? What is it about her? Are they party papa dia? In Kofo, ebo flag a ya bu omo ye demonstration and na mawie mu no. Na san kwasi afo omo wan. And they monya power to move refi omo de mobile power. We need these people sacked in 3 days. This is a tweet from the NCCE boss. The NCCE boss. That's the tweet. Let me show you. This lady you people are protecting. The NCCE boss. When John Mahama was in power, these are some of the tweets. What did she write? Attempting to destroy all institutions, including the Supreme Court, a national day of shame. Mahama must go. Are we stupid? This is Kathleen Addy. That was her tweet in 2016. These people came together to make sure you lost the elections. Now the more we need power, mona mote brofo, mona moniate, mona muni munyansa, mona just say grassroots niamwa until you decide. This lady has to go. Now moju say MP before the better ma, MP before about power, and this libelo mujana office. I didn't kwasi governance na mo pesa mubuno. What kind of nonsense is that? And you look at all these things and you sit there in the Jubilee House or the Flagstaff House and you want us to say nobody should complain. You want us to sit here and say nobody should complain. It is normal. Now 8 years nana, people were working hard to get you back into power. No, I didn't go for. This is going to the Flagstaff House. This lady, she needs to be sacked by Monday, Tuesday. If this lady doesn't get out of the office, you people will not like me. We will make sure that the base, it not be only NDC base. We will also put a demonstration together. Yes, it is coming from me. Sir and Ma Forway, they all have to leave office. They all have to leave office. These women. These 3 women, they have to go, including this NCC lady. These people all have to leave office. They all have to be sacked. It does not matter. It does not matter who and whoever is protecting this woman, the party, the grassroots, they don't need these people. It is a respectful one. I respect the president. Every single respect I give to the president. I give every single respect to everybody working in the Jubilee House or the Flagstaff House. Every respect. From Julius to whoever is in the Flagstaff House, I respect. But until you people show me that you respect the people who brought you to power, I will continue keeping that respect intact. I don't speak for a politician. I speak for the grassroots person. I speak for the young Ghanaian. I speak for the people who were intimidated, frustrated, shot and killed for 8 years, who went through shit. Some people lost their jobs because of you people at the Flagstaff House today. Some people lost friends because of you people. Some people lost international deals because of you people. Some people basically went through trauma, business trauma because of you people. Today you get power and you want to tell them that they are foolish. These 4 ladies have to be sacked. By Tuesday they need to leave. Media makami peace away. Me, I keep telling you people. All right. Now, there's another story that I want us to look at. Edu Buahin, yes, say, Edu Buahin, former NSB, National Signal Bureau for Boss, and the Attorney General, Amayachana, Nwake Dream. He is trying to distract the system. There's one thing I want to tell Ghanaians. Edubwa Hinsama Okeka said 960,000 of the funds I am accused of stealing were used to pay allowances of MPs on Defense and Interior Committee to facilitate passage of National Signal Bureau. In whose interests? Or say, accusation accusation Attorney General, any allegations are and yede ne kwako jina court no obeso aka kire Ghana for say. Thank you very much, sir. So, Edubuahin say, this is nonsense. This is all the pictures I'm looking. If you people don't sack Saratu, You people no good like me. And this goes to the people who have mentioned your names. They say if you people don't sack that Saratu girl, that Mimi girl, that airport, you people don't go like her. You people, you see. Now let's come back to this criminal Edubuahin. And there's something some people don't want us to discuss, but we will discuss. Edubuahin have released memo every prison, prison custody, holding cell, whatever you want to call it. Or say what the memo about Bontene. Now, or the document to be can or say accusation accusing no. Sa accusation accusing in a sikane yesu wiano or the emu bi etua nipa bi sika emomo passe bibi or parliament edema the NSB no heady. Now, what I want to tell the Attorney General is simple. The Attorney General should just shoot. The Attorney General has made his case. The Attorney General needs to stick to his case. Whatever Edubuahin ewoni tirima ana evidence also wono, he should give it to his lawyer. At this point, Edubuahin knows he's going to jail. His lawyer, who is Atachia, who is a former criminal, because Atachia sat at the housing department ministry. He did a lot of deals. I exposed him with facts. Atachia to date, he could not answer those deals he was signing for NPP members. Atachia Segleme Housing told us that some monies were missing and that he did not take the money and that it was his chief director at his ministry. To date, this Atachia, this criminal, this dark, black, devilish, arching police criminal is this guy's lawyer. So you should know where he's coming from. Now they want to play mind games. And the mind games they want to play, they want to take people's mind from the main issue. They want to throw out a couple of unnecessary, baseless memo. Let me tell you, a memo cannot defend you in court. What the Attorney General is holding, the Ekuta Attorney General, the allegation the Attorney General has made, that is what you need to do, respond to. Now, I've seen the NPP people trying to make this conversation about some stupid memo this guy has released. The question here is, the memo the guy has released, does it answer the questions the Attorney General is posing to this guy? And the question I want to ask this guy, Edubuahin, is simple. All the monies that you paid to the so-called people you said you paid when you were the head of NSB, who gave you the authorization to pay? Because that money is government money. Unless you want to tell me Kanda Pass signed it off for you to pay. Because if even the national security budget is not published, nobody can just go into the national security monies and just pick and start paying. So I want to ask Edubuahin, we have heard you. You have a memo. You have paid some monies. Who gave you the authorization to pay those monies? Because if you had not paid those monies, those people wouldn't have gotten the money. Those people on the committee, I don't care about them. Because if the money wasn't available, they wouldn't get access to the money. So the question here is, did the people on the committee, did they pull a gun at you for you to go into government money, to go pick government money to pay them? Because the fact of the case is, all the allegations the Attorney General, Editor Wosono, you have deviated or moved away from the allegations. Now you are telling us your story. If you think you have a story, if you think you have defense, if you think you have facts to prove your case, we are not the ones you are supposed to show memo to. These are things that are supposed to be weapons that your lawyer will use in court. This should be a surprise to the Attorney General. But you know the reason why they are doing this? It is psychological. It is to divert the conversation. It is to cause for public sympathy. That is what they are doing. Now, so we say NPP for argument, as usual, they are criminals. So we say argument, almost say, Edubuahin position or occupy a very sensitive position, a national security position. And he is not supposed to be going through this. That is the argument from the people who are on the sidelines telling us that they have integrity and credibility and that we should give them another nod to come to power. Abaina ba me achi Edubuahin. Emma abaina koye nhwehwemu. At the end of the day, Attorney General file case at the court. The NPP now, omodi akwa we better office now owie sika no. Omu kacha say we should not follow the money. We should not try and prosecute this guy because a human guy way na a national security job, a very sensitive, and that he handles sensitive information. Oh, really? Sa kwa we case ya can wase me. And I keep telling Ghana for sa asemu ya enkofo we kan eye edubu ahin asem no. Debi am ka che Ghana for NPP baba power be na di 42 years and over. You know why? Because NPP for doing say ye Jimmy. We have short memories, and John Mahama kachre Ghana for I was see making sure say ye kai nyoma. Now this story we are talking about, NSB, the same as NCA. They all are under a national security. Now the same NPP in 2017, 18, 19 who were calling Judge Cheba to jail the appointees and NCA then under NDC, Today, these people are telling us, oh, Edubuahin, or no NSB, he falls under national security or a sensitive position. Now, the allegations and our case that the Attorney General has made against this criminal, are they similar to the NCA case? Yes. Judge Cheba jailed those people because Ophili said, case na done nimno. There were a lot of things Now, this guy technically is working in the same agency na omomo NCA no eye. So why is it today that this guy has been caught? The Attorney General has conducted serious, thorough investigations. Why would the NPP make an argument to say, why is the Attorney General going after Edubuahin, who used to be the head of NSB? Because he handles sensitive position. Now look at this. Sensitive document. Now, these are the similarities between Edubuahin case way and NCA for now, Jacheba for Ejeli. What is the difference between that case and this case? Yakacha say NCA for more under NDC, they did what? They did a lot of misappropriation of funds. They actually did some purchase and as a procurement which was against the law, procurement breaches. They said a lot of things. Now, NCA for now NPP through Jacheba for Ejeli. What is the difference between a Juma normal year and a Juma na a Edubuahin and the Olusujina court? But their argument is that we should not touch Edubuahin. Edubuahin could have sensitive information. Now, one normal NCA no, and I check Jacheba for Tina Kunyum, a jelly omo, and they could follow instructions. No, not Sanko for no, were they not also in charge of sensitive documents? Kotodi and the budget. Look at the similarities in the two cases. Now, both NCA case, which that case you know about, Edubu Jacheba for a jelly, NCA for now Moshe Edian, or Moshe Mahama appointee. These are the similarities in the two cases. And remember, the NCA and the NSB, they all work under their national security. So who is making an argument to say Edubuahin handles sensitive information, so we cannot prosecute Edubuahin because he has put out some stupid memo? Now, both the NCA case and the Kobina Edubuahin's case involves allegation of financial misconduct within Ghana's security and regulatory institutions. So the two cases are similar. The charges it is not too different from the charges Yadibo NCA for na and Mahama ya appoint to mana Ekufuado or by ya through Jacheba for no omujeli omono. Now, one, what were the charges and what are the similarities? Misappropriation of funds. Now, in both cases, officials were accused of diverting large sums of money for unauthorized purposes. In today's case, it's the same thing. Edubuahin has diverted their funds through unauthorized purposes. NCA for no allegation to it was the same thing. You can say they have diverted funds to go do unauthorized things. Now it says Edubuahin's allegation allegedly transferred $49 million cedis, 49 million for the National Signal Bureau, that is the NSB, to private accounts, while the NCA case involved officials misusing funds meant for cybersecurity infrastructure. What's the difference? Why didn't we tell Ghana for say time and a jelly NCA for time and a Jacheba for Ekufuado man instructions are jelly NCA for no? Why didn't we say those people had sensitive information and that we should not handle them like that? But Argentina NPP for making cases say Edubuahin or NSB, they handle sensitive information. NSB and NCA are the same thing. They are all under national security. So nobody can make that argument. Anytime we can say, "Sa stupid memo no about the Attorney General should just give it a black eye and focus on the allegations against Edubuahin." Because even in his memos, he was not able to state or answer the allegations that is leveled or has been leveled against him. He has moved away from the allegations and now he is talking about a memo. This memo is not supposed to be for us. We don't care about Edubuahin's memo. We don't care about things he knows. The things he knows that he thinks can make his case better, he should give it to his lawyer. Because these are things that his lawyer needs to bring to court to prove that he is not guilty. So to throw these things out, psychologically, he wants to muddy the system. He wants to distract the system. He does not want the conversation to be about the allegations against him. He wants the conversation to be about his allegation that at the end of the day does not affect the Attorney General's allegations. So these are things we need to get right. Now look at the similarities. These are some of the similarities. Team, stay with me. I have 2 eyes tonight. Only 1 eye, sorry. Besides, so the second similarity, a NCA case in 2017, a jelly, under John Mahama, and NSB, and under Edubuahin. This is the issue. National security implications. These are the similarities in the cases. Now, the accused in both cases justified their financial transactions as necessary for national security operations. Edubuahin's leaked memo claimed that funds were used for intelligence activities, including payments to MPs for passing security laws. Similarly, the NCA case involved contracts for surveillance and equipment. So why are you saying the NCA case, those people who were handling the same information and also those same people who were at the end of the day, the surveillance equipment we were saying were not right the way they purchased and the way they used it. Why are we today saying Edubuahin there? He handles sensitive information. So we should not talk about Edubuahin. We should allow Edubuahin to work because if we don't stop him, he will spill the beans. He can spill the wache. Edubuahin can spill the wache. The question is, whatever you used government money to do, were you given the authorization? And who gave you the authorization? Unless it's Kandapa, who gave you the authorization to pay 930,000 and whatever you gave to some people? Unless you tell us who authorized you to do that. Because if somebody authorized you, then we need to bring that person because you are not the boss of the national security. And the budget you are using falls under national security, meaning somebody has to sign for you to use that money to pay whoever you paid. Into this thing you are talking about, you need to give that memo to your Achim police lawyer. Because Atachia knows you are going to jail for over 30 years, he is trying to muddy the system. He is trying to distract the system. You can spill the wache. The beans is not enough. Add the rice to it and spill it. Because until you spill the whole wache, still, Salah will go on. If you want to destroy Salah, spill the wache and make sure the Salah stew too, you have spilled it. Until you spill the wache and the Salah stew, and also the cow meat, until you pour it in the gutter, Salah will still happen. Because Salah first is still at the corner. Now see some of the similarities. Similarities in Bini. Political connections. Both cases had political undertones. Edubuahin's memo suggested that 8.3 million Ghana was spent on an opposition party's election coalition effort, raising concerns about political interference. The NCA case also involves officials with political ties. So how different is the NCA case from this Edubuahin case? Is the same. The difference that you are trying to create is that Edubuahin is putting memo out. I don't care about memo. I care about the allegations the Attorney General at the end of the day is putting before the court. Have you answered those allegations? And you are not supposed to answer to me. Your lawyer is supposed to guide you to answer those allegations so that you don't go to jail for 25 years. NPP former Jimmy. I'm just a Ghana for you such a amount to me. And what they do is they pick and choose where the anchor wants them. So tonight you will see Poladomoch, the drug addict. He will stand. This is red meat, but there's nothing in there because they know, say, the followers of the NPP are stupid. They know, so they can't think deep. They know, so they are shallow thinkers. They think we forget easily. So they can make everything new and then present it as if it's fresh meat. These people have no knowledge. I am showing you that abaya di bo techino sa ba na ye bebo ba se ba dwonso no hu ye da ba ne bebo no NSB nipa we edibu ahen obetima ne ne ho obetima dwonso no ho obetima afi aba na edibo techino sa ba na bebo ba so he can spill the wache. Nobody cares. What I care about is what the Attorney General is going after. The Attorney General is being paid to go after criminals, and the Attorney General is being told to go with the fact. So the fact is what we are looking at, not your memo. Your memo can defend you. I give it to your lawyer to defend you in court. The memo cannot speak for you because they want something like the court of public opinion to prejudge the case before we enter court. It's not going to work. Because when you enter court, it's about the facts and allegations and you being able to answer them.
Yes, entina chese ensem no baby akwa koduru ne de ano ayeshi papa MPP for twice ye baby say MPP for twice you because ohede keka kona ebe din pass MPP ebeba aban ohede keka kona ebe din papa because how ene ato is forcing na chale adin easy ato is really forcing ene ama dollar no na hoodin akofom na mo seed na hoodin akosoro enti abusia minority for ababo ntia wo kire mu a eye amoka ne sen trade war bi na ekoso na trade war no is this a first time a trade war ever? Is this a first time a trade war ever? MPP for the kase hunu yamu de MPP for especially afenyo marking I ne oni value bia no kase hunu ayamu de papa afenyo se woni dwumadi a me no wanka me kama no apado afenyo marking kase hunu ayode yetukuro mu bi ene Bawumia di ntro ka kire Ghana for say oyeden obe arrested dollar video no ye hwe na wodi kina koma denta no opombuanu. That was before 2020 oboba aban 2017 anche na yeyi anche na yeyi enokra no na bragging na nam somewhere around 14-15 but Bawumia sister now arrested dollar no what you say Tenka Bawumia enya sa NDC for record ya enka ba no Ghana for ya sobu seke Dr Muhammad Bawumia ena enya yura ato ene he is really forcing ya enka waide enka MPP enka omuma ya so nkwa didi enka even afenyo market nkwa ma ya so nkwa didi but any go in favor of them now go in favor of NDC nankasa omatra say ye adwumanti no ene wo hu mte bi omudi nam kuruma ene wo hu se omuntimi nkasa ene won say MPP for akomo notum ene MPP for aiden akomo notum ene sebi omuduo ma no propaganda no kwa no moya emfa ene atu aye akwani din di afenyo market ene oya propaganda na emfa na be da propaganda manafa obeye den aye propaganda manafa enti sebi aburu sebi nyado adene de oya hu hwe yeyi NDC for ye adwuma mu bu adwuma eba se ya one thing about dollar no maybe ye di hu komo die nti a dollar no eba forma eye pa na eboa I mean the majority of people no by bloggers don't boy that is the truth me can no crash dollar no ba forma eboa but the issue is don't be what selfish hwe omamuni na hwe se the majority no be benefit ampa benefit and even we are blogger na so we dream say oh say dollar na ba form nti minya $1,000 minya trade na first minya na let me tell you the first no nya $1,000 no nya dollar na cost nti na unya sika dodo a o de bagan is kani mu a obata ade abodin nti na dollar no swat no so wuji sika keto a obata ade abofo sanye Ghana na ya adwen nya adwuma sabi anye Ghana na ya adwen ensisi so a enkasa bia dollar na ba form e wo se niema bia first one fuel price ekofom secondly mo kan say transport fare eba form thirdly goods and services eba form by sense ya adwen nya adwuma nti no even rent kranke wo se eba form but ya adwen nya adwuma sabi enti no obi betene baby still na obokuki obetini be still no obe feel say oh me ani oga me ani me nti me de me nia me pe. And this is the reason why I was a Ghana you experience and I say you have to learn how to discipline on price and goods and services. So the new Jerry John Rollins say if 50 pesos, nobody should even dare now or 50 pesos 5 pesos. 50 pesos are 175 pesos as not so. The price of goods and services must be stable. The price of goods and services must be stable. Na ejina faako. Na nkwaye sese bebu se benyado. We ajiwe na we su di ajiwe. Nche busanfo. Na me no ka say NDC for yaade. Eni na ejina good board no so. Ebi before say NDC for nyaade a. Tama no mo tiso no mo ye den. O mo ntimi anyewe. Bo mi adina no fu ene kan we ntimi anye. Bro, what is no more yet. So it is clear indications and NPP for they will be in opposition for a while because you say no, I didn't go abomu. I come musim. I wish unfortunately I be a comment session. The Baba life and the Baba life are the semi equity a cobra my everybody some more at your say the BVT me because me the other mega so subscribe to the channel no. I do comment at come now I like it what you know I share now for and so at me any be a hanom you are number one authentic platform Mega TV. I guswa with the best of news. Remember me cheba for Yankopo Shama Roya be the church of baby I will be a Yankopo New Casio. Maybe I should make a TV. I salute you Yankopon Koswa, a she should be Yankopon Kam. I was not for my info. We see my crowd. Bye bye.